What if I told you the local county governments across the United States are legally forced to auction real estate for pennies on the dollar? What you'll discover on this video is not theory or forecasting. It's a process. It's what's working best right now to attract high income so you can get the high income you deserve. I'm talking about house values of $200,000, residential vacant lots, small farms, even apartments and commercial properties with starting bids that could be as low as 5 and 10 cents on the dollar. No banks are involved, no brokers, no middlemen. You're buying directly from the local government. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? I guarantee this is not a scam. I am explaining tax defaulted real estate auctions. Now that you know this is possible, let's explain how you can achieve results. On this video, in the next few minutes, I will show you exactly how these deals exist and why the local government is required by law to sell them cheap for pennies on the dollar. You will discover the truth about what it takes to be the happy winner at public auctions. Before I get into the nitty-gritty of taking honorable and legal advantage of this government-mandated by law investment, here is the background you will find interesting and useful. Nationwide, the United States is divided into over 3,000 independent counties. The state legislature in each state requires the local county treasurer to collect property taxes in each county. Factual official records reveal thousands of property owners default or fail to pay the required mandated property taxes. The default or no payment causes the local county to place a default lien on the delinquent property. If the lien goes unpaid, the county treasurer will seize the property and auction the property for pennies on the dollar. The county seizes the property, then advertises on the county website and in the local newspapers that the auction is taking place. The property will be sold a low starting bid of only back delinquent taxes. 5 or 10 cents on the dollar is not unusual. Here's what makes this investment so good. The county only wants to collect the past due delinquent taxes. The strategy for auction bidders is to win the property at the lowest possible price. Newcomers and beginners looking to buy real estate at low prices are encouraged by the local government. The official county treasurer is authorized to offer massive discounts below the tax assessed value. For example, the property tax assessment might be $200,000 and the starting bid might be $6,000 for a few years back taxes. Property taxes are generally 1% as high as 5% of the tax assessed value. Another example, a $300,000 tax assessed value home in Florida may only have a starting bid of 2 years back taxes, which equal less than $10,000. All of the information regarding real estate is available to the public and the bidders who know how to utilize the public records. Many eager bidders may show up at the auction and attempt to buy for 5 or 10 cents on the dollar. Bidders drive the property auction prices higher and higher. The highest bid wins the auction. However, it's not unusual for properties to be sold for 30 or 40 cents on the dollar. In this instance, the bidding could range from $90,000 to $120,000 for a $300,000 property. The term cheap means different things to different people. For some investors, getting a property at half its market value is a steal. It's cheap. But for others with limited budgets, even discounted properties might seem out of reach. Many properties are published for auction are abandoned. Expect real estate to be used and abused and need considerable tender loving care. Most properties are empty at the time of the auction. The investor's dream is to buy property for 10 cents on the dollar. However, if the auction room is full of eager bidders, the prices will rise. One of the reasons for lower prices is the auction was poorly promoted and not correctly announced by the county. Additionally, Bad weather or heavy rain or snow, many bidders will not attend. It's buyer beware. The local county does not warranty the property title to be free of defects or guarantee the property condition. Only uneducated people, I call them risk takers, purchase properties at auction without researching the title and without having boots on the ground to observe the physical condition for defects. It's also important to review the neighborhood location. Properties that are in disrepair also have low bidding prices. These properties need repairs and rehabilitation. Fixer guys and gals search for opportunities with the idea of putting a fixer-upper into good condition. In other words, one man's garbage becomes another man's gold. The strategy of knowing how to research which properties to purchase is the key to success. Other videos on this channel explain the buy low and sell low strategy. Additionally, the buy and repair strategy. Don't buy junk. It will always be junk. It's very difficult to resell. Here is a take action plan to get started. Start in your local county, in other words, your backyard. The county treasurer will more than likely have a website explaining the details of the auction and the properties. The official county treasurer will have information about the current auction and future auction sales. Registration and deposits are required. Keep in mind, we're discussing tax defaulted real estate, not tax lien certificates, which are a piece of paper with a mandated by the local government interest rate. The county treasurer has been granted the power of sale, which is an authorization to sell real estate at public auctions and delete, that is, extinguish, the mortgage or the deed of trust loan. A common question from beginners is, what single thing can I do to be successful and make profits quickly? My answer is this. It's not one thing, it's actually two. Number one, get a coach. That will accelerate your learning process. Number two, attend with others an auction buying tour. By attending one or more buying tours with others who are like-minded people, you will discover and gain experience on how the auction process works, how to evaluate property and determine the after repair value, ARV. And you will have others to discuss evaluations and whether to buy or not to buy real estate. If you are new to the tax defaulted auction and don't know where to go next, click on the video on your screen, which will take you to the two best tax deed states for beginners.